What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
Shadowhunters have really loving fans. When it got cancelled, they took ridiculous measures such as signing a petition and placing advertisements on billboards to bring the show back. Could a rival be on the cards? Is there still hope for the show? Cassandra Clare's YA novel series The Mortal Instruments served as the inspiration for the televised drama Shadowhunters, which aired on Freeform for the first 3 seasons before being abruptly cancelled. Much to everyone's surprise, the series had a devoted fan base made up of both book and non-book fans, even though critics didn't exactly love it and gave it a mixed review. The televised series Shadowhunters, in which Katherine McNamara plays Clary Fray, is set in a universe in which a half-angel, half-human warriors known as Shadowhunters battle demons and defend both the normal human world and the shadow world, which is home to Shadowhunters and Downworlders, which are other creatures such as vampires, werewolves, and the Fae, and more. Adaptations of Mortal Instruments just can't seem to get a break. Clare's books were adapted into a movie called City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments, starring Lily Collins and Jamie Campbell Bower, before the debut of Shadowhunters in 2016. Both the movie and its box office performance were disastrous. Even though a trilogy was intended, all efforts to continue the series were put on hold when it barely covered its $60 million production cost. Now with Shadowhunters, the same thing has occurred, and once more, a lack of funds appears to be the cause. The 2-part series finale Shadowhunters was cancelled in June 2018, provided everyone with a somewhat satisfying resolution and tied up any remaining loose ends. Claire lost her memory but was reunited with Jace in the series' climatic moments. Malik got married and moved to Idris, and Isabel took over as head of the New York Institute and finally dated Simon, who had joined the Clave Deputy Corps. On May 6, 2019, the series had declared to have successfully finished for everyone. Still, there was still some hope left. Moments after the cancellation was announced online, the hashtag #SaveShadowhunters started trending on Twitter as the series fans refused to give up. After it gained popularity all over the world, Netflix were pleading in letters and petitions for it to be picked up. The Save Shadowhunters campaign culminated with the installation of 2 billboards in Times Square and the attaching of a Save Shadowhunters banner to an aircraft that flew over the Netflix headquarters. The campaign is still ongoing, and Shadowhunters is currently no closer to finding a new home network than it was a year ago, but fans are still optimistic. However, is the show really over, or could it still come back to life? If so, what would happen after that fuzzy ending?
You be out hunting shadows?
It's my night off. You've got what you wanted, let me go home.
There was a brief period in May 2018 when Shadowhunters Season 3 was really taking off. The show had just finished its strongest run of episodes as it prepared for an equally thrilling second half as the mid-season break approached. The abrupt cancellation of Shadowhunters dispelled any sense of grandeur as viewers endured announcement after announcement of renewals across networks. The network approved a 2-hour wrap order for the finale after delaying the airing of the final 12 episodes until 2019. The Shadowhunters Season 4 premiere may never air on Freeform, but the fans' enthusiasm left its mark. During the lengthy hiatus, fans rallied behind the show and cast, raising the stakes for the finale to an all-time high. The show's creators worked tirelessly to come up with a climatic episode that would not only wrap up the story, but also leave room for speculation among viewers about what might happen in Season 4. Season 4 probably could be the final one if it were to be produced. Even though it is currently 2023, a new season probably wouldn't premiere until late 2024 or early 2025, even if production starts right away. This also applies if every actor is available for filming and wants to reappear in their roles. In this case, the production company might need to find a different platform to air the film on. Amazon Prime Video might be able to fill the gap if Netflix declines to take part. It has a large fan base already, so it's not like a brand new show. Before we go any further, we wanted to let you know that it's time for you to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. The team was unprepared and had big things planned for the show because the decision to cancel Shadowhunters came so quickly. But fate had other ideas, so the showrunners had to work hard to tuck the remaining stories for the upcoming seasons into the finale. Speaking of squeezing it in, Slavkin went over everything they had planned and what they would have done differently if Season 4 was still a game. Various other things, including the Magnus Alec wedding, would have apparently unfolded differently, The creators would have preferred to take their time when planning the wedding rather than rush through it. Furthermore, had that dream not been cut short, the Simon-Izzy subplot, which was gradually taking shape, would have been given more depth over upcoming seasons. From our viewpoint, it appears that Shadowhunter fans should give up on hoping for the release of Season 4. The demon hunting was interrupted, and the likelihood of it continuing seemed distant. Along with this lack of sufficient funding, the show's decreasing viewership ratings were a contributing factor in its cancellation. Unfortunately, even the #SaveShadowhunters campaign was unable to bring the show back. But if there was one thing we can take away from history, it's that things can always change. Favorite shows of the audience that had previously been canceled have reportedly been renewed, and examples of these include Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Lucifer.
Sometimes bad things happen.
A fourth season of Shadowhunters would be the ideal way to prepare Clary for her eventual re-entry into society. While time jumps often make more difficult storytelling, a gap year would be a welcoming start point for the fourth season of Shadowhunters. Then there is Alec and Magnus. What does the future hold for the happily married couple now that they are residing and working in Alcante? Are there children at the table? I'd like to think that the couple would be pushed to expand their concept of what a family would be like outside of the shadow world as a result of Magnus's new opportunities. The relationship between Isabel and Simon have been going on for a while, but there are always going to be obstacles. The honeymoon period may start to fade when Season 4 begins, and the couple may be ready to confront some professional and personal issues. How would that affect Isabel's ability to advance in the Institute as Simon continues his training? Would it? Without a doubt, Jace and Clary's journey back to one another would be the most compelling storyline to unfold in Season 4. Jace has had a difficult year trying to recover from Clary's complete removal from the shadow world. The angels vent their rage by depriving Clary not only of her runes, but also of the ties of her friends and chosen family. While Jace has been seen keeping close tabs on her, he has done so discreetly. He struggles with a shadowed life here, once again, mirroring the plot of Season 3, where Jace's true self was hidden behind the mask of the owl. But when Clary says that she is not only seen through the glamour like she did just a few years ago, but also knows his name, he finds it difficult to contain the wave of relief that comes over him. And because of this, you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. This is an indication that the angels are willing to accept Clary's return. Or is there something else at work? The Season 4 villain as a whole will probably be in the gray area if this is the case. Then, does Clary have to make amends for her actions if it is the former? When she rejoins the Clave, will she be fully accepted? No matter the reasons or hows, Clary's reintegration into her personal relationships would be the main attraction for fans of Shadowhunters in Season 4. We'll see you in the next video.